Josh Hines on the pole in J20. Kick the tires and like the fires. Another beautiful dirt track Saturday night is underway here from Vivian, Louisiana. And Hartsoe got a good start and made contact with the 68 of James Martin on the start. As they're 3 wide into 1 and 2, Sean Graham around the hub. Vic Jr. way up top where Grandpa keeps the good bourbon. On the opening circuit, down the back straightaway, Jeff Lewis. Got to get a good run to the outside of Sean Graham and dispose of him and take the 3rd spot away. Only the top 3 transferred to the main event tonight. The rest will have to race out of one of the 2 B main events later on, and Hartsoe's going to take the race lead into 1. Hartsoe rolling into 2017 with a new game plan, and that is to win races. This young man comes in with a lethal substance called confidence. A lot of confidence for the driver in 7A, the Burton Oil and Gas sponsored entry. Hartsoe pushes wide on the bottom in 3 and 4, opens up the door, and he'll lose 2 spots this time. It led the last lap. This time he comes across in 3rd. As Jeff Lewis going to try to make it go 3 wide for the race lead into 1 and 2. It's Doug Vick Jr. right around the outside of the racetrack. Jeff Lewis right, sticking into the middle. Lewis trying to get the Morrow wire line. Number 40 stuck right in the middle. Jeff Lewis didn't miss a Saturday night here at Ark-La-Tex for about 10 years. Or about 9 years anyway, when this track opened back in 2003 and 4. Into 1 and 2 with 3 different lanes wide for the race lead. It's Doug Vick Jr., one of the all-time winningest factory stock racers here from Vivian, Louisiana, as Jeff Lewis will go inside for the race lead. Lewis, 4 and 40 going at it here for the top spot. Once again, only the top 3 go to the 8. Hartsoe. Looks like the handling going away just a little bit on the 7A car. Sean Graham going to throw his hat into the rink and make himself a player. As Lewis is stalking and hawking the tire tracks of the 4, Doug Vick Jr. He'll go right back to the center into the 3 and 4. Jeff Lewis to the inside for the race lead. Lewis not able to get the job done yet, as Doug Vick Jr. is using that outside line and all the momentum to his advantage as they head back off into 1 with a big push there. Jeff Lewis going to take the race lead. Jeff Lewis going to take the race lead off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. And he'll separate himself by about a car length in the 3 and 4. Jeff Lewis in 40 to the top spot here at Ark-La-Tex. 2 laps to go. 6 laps scored, 2 to go. The 40 of Jeff Lewis started 4th, and he takes position number 1 away from car number 4 of Doug Vick Jr., who now rides 2nd. Hartsoe in the 3rd and final transfer spot. The white flag going to be displayed this time by your flagman, Kenny Crawford, and the Kenny's Towing BFCU.org flag stand. As now Jeff Lewis got to separate himself, and Hartsoe gets a run for 2nd. Looking to be on the front row of the main event tonight, or the B main, it'll be the 68 of James Martin as Sean Graham follows him. It'll be a face full of checker flag. Your opening heat race winner of the night here at Ark-La-Tex with a fist pump at the flag stand for the 40 of Jeff Lewis from Houghton. The 4 of Vivian, Louisiana's Doug Vick Jr. rides 2nd. 3rd will go to the 7A of Andrew Hartsoe. And Bubba McEachern on the loud pedal. We are underway in heat race number 2. 3 wide already on the start for 2nd. Easton got a great start on the 59. Easton getting a very good start in the 59. He'll actually edge ahead for the race lead off the exit of turn number 2. Easton has found some big right around the hub of the Ark-La-Tex Speedway, looking good in this one. Easton from 7th to 2nd on the start. Nope, he's got the race lead. Easton's going to lead the first lap by half of a cat's whisker in the 1 and 2. Door with the 0 of the hero of Bubba McEachern. McEachern going to find something on the outside and smash the loud pedal down the back straightaway and let that F1 power underneath the hood sing a song into turn number 3. Bubba McEachern going to take back to the top spot from the 58. Oh, and over the top of 3 and 4 goes Drake Whitehead in the 150. Whitehead over the top of 3 and 4 in the 150. As the yellow is going to wave for the first time tonight. I don't think I've ever seen Justin Whitehead spin a car out, but I'm just kidding. Maybe doing donuts. As on the loud pedal, your race leader. The driver who beat him in a heat race the last time out is the 87 who won last Friday night. At Timberline. Aaron Green trying to find that speed here again in Vivian.
Stepping up the game.
He was very impressive last Friday night at Timberline. He came from 9th to the win in his heat race. It set him up for a good start in the main event. As around his Uncle Freddie Blanchard at a Cashata, but he keeps it clean and green, no harm, no foul. As the top 3 to the A tonight in the 3rd and final transfer spots, Texarkana's Aaron Green at 87. Eason, who had a great start to this one, from 7th to 2nd now. And Bubba McEachern, your leader in the 1 and 2. Eason's trying to make a charge here and ease up to the back bumper to the 0 of McEachin. Oh, and Aaron Green broke with 2 to go. Aaron Green's going to break with just a couple to go and hand over the third and final transfer spot. Actually, it's an open wide battle right now. They're side by side for the final transfer spot on this one. It's Cody Myers driving Joshua Funderburk 7J tonight, and Jeff Rice, who's come a long way there in the 2 car from dead last. The white flag's out for McEachin, though, with lap traffic up ahead and on 1, Bill Kitchen. Oh, lap traffic may play a factor here. Going to go to the outside of Uncle Freddie Blanchard there. McEachin going to dispose of it. No harm, no foul. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Easton going to go to the hub. Off of 4, your winner of heat race number 2 goes to young gun Bo McEachin. Second goes to Kerry Easton into the 59. Grabbing the third and final transfer spot goes to Cody Myers out of Bossier City in 7J.
I was wondering who was with these 8 guys are going racing, though. So Turner is your early leader. Frank's looking to the inside. Craig Oaks quickly up to 3rd as he goes around Whitehead. Derek Daniel in trail there. He's running 5th.
Black Cat to the O. Man, that nearly got nasty. It did get. Oh,
man.
And the lid came off the 48. Oh, my.
He flipped his lid.
Timeout.
I don't know about timeout or technical. Could be a technical foul there.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Turner and Franks got together, and I didn't quite get that body pinned down on the 48 car.
Off the lid for Black Cat. It looks like a...
I don't know what it looks like.
Firecracker went off, and the thing just went... Shoop.
Still got 8 laps on the board. Still got 1 more factory stock heat race before the late models come out. Here we go. And once again, Ed Jacob does the gentleman thing and lets these guys race.
As they'll go side by side for the race leader to the 1 and 2. Black Cat going to get a good run to the outside and take the second spot from Matthew Whitehead. Craig Oaks already up to 3rd down the back straight in the turn number 3 and lap number 1 here, BK. Here comes D-Rock as well.
Yeah, Turner looked better that lap. Craig Oaks is the guy on the move, though. Craig will take a peek under Chris Franks this turn. Not quite there yet. Derek Daniel now going for 4th on the outside.
Turner continues to lead into turn number 3. And that outlaw race car, boy, he got loose there through 3 and 4. Plants the car off 4, smashes back on the loud pedal, but he lost some ground. Black Cat Chris Frank's going to try to close the gap into 1. The 58 leads over the 48. And he'll get a big push off the back straightaway. Look out, Craig Oaks. Oh, boy.
Well, heads up, Derek Daniel.
Oh. Yeah, you don't want to get clipped when a car comes back on the track like that. Now, Oaks will have his sights set on the, well, I would say the rear bumper or the chassis of the 48 of Black Cat Chris Franks out of Texarkana.
Hey, with 4 heat races, you know, winning this race is pretty important. Get you on the 2nd row instead of starting back there in the 4th row, I guess.
Derek Daniel following the tire tracks of the 58 from that previous lap. He went over the top of turn number 2 and had to come back on the racetrack. D-Rock sitting in 4th, 1 spot outside looking into the show. He'd be on the front row of a B-main if it finished right now. But he'll look to hunt down Turner and take away that final transfer spot.
Well, Chris Franks may only have half a body, but car's handling pretty good.
Thomas Turner's car is not handling the expectation.
No. I think Derek Daniel wants to buy that car really bad. That's a transfer spot right there with 3 laps to go. The 58 and the D28 battling for the 3rd and final transfer spot.
We need 2 separate eyeballs for this because Craig Oaks is trying to mount a charge here with 2 laps to go, and the battle for transfer spot's a good one as well. Oaks may be a little bit closer now than D-Rock was to the 58 of Turner, but he pushed way high wide there in turn number 2, and D-Rock's going to get a big run down the back straightaway and slips over the top once again to the back chute. Turner
with the white flag in the air. He must have a tire going down or something. Pat Gay almost gets into him. White flag still waving. We're green.
Something wasn't quite right with that 58's handling in this.
Here comes Chris Franks off of turn 4. It looks like he's going to lead Craig Oaks to the checkered flag.
He will. With no lid, Black Cat gets the dub.
And Derek Daniel, the D28, will get the final transfer.
Find out what he's made of if you didn't already find out. Here we go. on the start of this one. Whitehead going to roll the hub and go 3 wide for the race lead into 1 and 2. Steve Turner's going to stick it right in the middle and go to the outside of Whitehead. There's a little bit of contact maybe. Nope. Whitehead just pushed there. Just slide up in front of the 24 of Dylan Adams.
They rubbed a little bit. Rubbin's racing.
Absolutely. What's your...
Here comes Turnage for the lead. Got it by a half car length. Can he make it stick?
Old Stevie.
Scoot on the outside. Turnage down low. Turnage got room upstairs. If he'll get up there, he does.
Here comes
Clears the Scoot Waters car. Whitehead's there.
He's a shark.
I'll tell you what, Turnage says, I like the middle. I'm going to stick with the middle. Heck with the outside.
Steve Turnage won a heat race here the last event, Bill, and ran away from the rest of the pack. He was a hungry dog. As he's up front in that laser race car, JJ Motorsports, he's got that PTS power built by John McLemore singing underneath the hood. A pair of best engines stalking him there in second and third, a pair of Outlaw chassis.
And he is the first factory stock we see use that middle lane tonight.
He's hooked up, and Whitehead's going to dive it back to the bottom into 1 and 2 to the inside of his good friend. They work out of the same shop. Smooth Water's going to ride right back.
Just a little wet down there for Whitehead's line to hook up, but he's the only one using that down by the tires line right at the moment.
Well, you got to enjoy watching him race, though, because he never gets complacent. He's always searching, always trying to find something to pick up a 10th or pick up anything on the racetrack to gain the ground on his competition. All over. Smooth Waters right now for the second spot.
Oh, Turnage, big push that time. Big pushing for her.
He get iron back out, smash that John McLemore PTS power plant. He ought to be in good shape.
Here comes Whitehead putting that classic move on Scoot. Big.
Major flag.
Oh, my goodness. We got a red flag this one, I think.
Come on, David. David doesn't feel that his feet are getting really warm right now.
We are a red flag at the moment.
We got to get him out of there. Get out of there, David.
Which means you got to stop if you hadn't heard. David says, where's that extinguisher at? There it is. I see you.
Come on, bud. Get out of there.
Yeah, that ain't good.
No, it always makes me
Our
nervous.
Safety, there's Berkey right on the spot. He's got that fire extinguisher working on the back end of that 7-Up car. I see a helmet.
Out's David Roy.
There's David. He's pulling belts with him and everything else, but he's out. David's out of the car. I can see him from up here.
Look like David
in the 28. We'll say that's Lance. I don't know who's in the other one yet.
This is going to be a fun finish, though, I promise. Steve Turner's going to try to run away from Justin Whitehead and Austin Smooth Waters in this one. Smooth still holds on to the second spot. Whitehead in the third and final transfer. Down the back straightaway, Lance Moore in the 28's in fourth. This time by it'll be the white flag. 2 laps to go, and a big push once again by the 25 of Turnage off of 4.
He keeps driving right through it, though. He doesn't lose any ground, even though the car's pushing. Really bad off 4. Looks like 2's much better for him.
Like I said, John McLemore builds a nice power plant underneath the hood.
What's Lance Moore going to do?
Oh, there goes that big bobble.
Go over the side, unfortunately.
Oh, look out, Lance. Don't slide into that wall, buddy. Oh, what a save.
Got it rode up.
Here comes Smooth for the race lead into 1 and 2 on the final lap, Bill, in a 1. He'll get him a shot.
And he gave him a little bumper there, and Turnage says, you know what, I don't like it.
Dive it to the bottom in the 3 and 4. Look to throw it to the inside.
Turnage come on the outside. Look at here, Steve Turnage.
I said it was going to be a good race, and Steve Turnage going to get
Whoa! I got scooped by a bumper.
Dennisville Bullet, Wendell Watts out of Batesville, Arkansas, on the Windcrest Farms AAA Diesel 6M. He won here back in 2013. And Lee Davis out of Greenwood, Louisiana, the Black Diamond Chassis, Swain Construction, Performance Steel Buildings, Advanced Powder Coating, number 96. The lights are out. We go green for 8 laps to the distance here at Ark-La-Tex and Cop Cam. So, oh, what a start. Not a good start. As Gavin Landers push Rockin' Ronnie all the way out, and they're going to go side by side for a second and go 3 wide for the race lead off the exit of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Cadillac Jack going to take over the second spot from the 7 of the Batesville, Arkansas racer. Gavin Landers in off of 4, the 2007 modified track champion right here at his home racetrack. B.J. Robinson leads in the 1. B.J. Robinson this season, or last season, scored a Southern United Professional Racing Series victory to the Boot Hill Speedway and won the Super Late Model Championship as Landers putting the pressure back on Cadillac for second. Gavin Landers has come a long way, Bill Kitchen. That young man right now is going to take the second spot back away from Cadillac Jack Sullivan. Jack Sullivan, the 2-time TMS World Dirt Track Championship winner. Oh, and off of 4, Landers got loose, and here comes Ronnie.
Well, I'll tell you what, all that work he did to get up there to second, that one bobble cost him.
Well, it was the opening event of the 2017 season for this series, the Cop Cam series, on March the 31st at Timberline Speedway. Cadillac Jack Sullivan got the victory, but he had to wrestle it away from the one B.J. Robinson, who led 32 laps that night of the 40-lap main event. And right now, it's going to be Cadillac trying to get a run, but here comes Landers once again on him. Right now, it's a tight battle with your top 3-4 competitors as Ronnie Adams trying to reel in that trio. As right now, Landers still third, Sullivan second, and B.J. Robinson continues to lead as he has formed that alliance with David Peterson, and he has never looked back since forming this alliance. He and Alan Tippin and even Jared Landers have been his teammates at some point since 2015, since joining this alliance. As Robinson leads off the exit of 2, down the back straightaway, Cadillac Jack Sullivan trying to find everything he can. They're going to go right around the hub of the Ark-La-Tex Speedway through 3 and off of turn number 4 into turn number 1. B.J. Robinson right to the center of the Ark-La-Tex Speedway. You know, he's been really close as well, Bill, to winning here, but he's never won a late model event here. Began late model racing in 2010 with the Children's Fishing and Rentals team. Scored his first ever late model victory back in 2011 at Champion Park. As Cadillac Jack Sullivan, hey, he's never won here either. He won a USMTS race at Boot Hill back in 09 before the track was shortened back to its original quarter-mile size. But Jack Sullivan, a regional standout here the last several years, winning the title here on this tour 2 years running now. And Landers still third the final time through 3 and off of 4. The driver of the DP Motorsports, Clements powered Black Diamond number 1, B.J. Robinson, going to score the win over Cadillac Jack Sullivan. Gavin Landers will grab third. And Clarksdale, Mississippi's Ross Campanovo. But Bo Day with his first top 10 last night, Bill, with a 9th place finish. He'll smash the loud pedal and get this one underway.
And it's Bo Day to the point. He got the bite on the inside of the racetrack. Chandler Petty trying to battle back on the outside. Bo Day looks like he's real comfortable in late model, folks.
Bo Day looking good tonight in the Wichita Tinker Racing number 4 down into turn 1. Can Bo Day win a Comp Game Super Dirt Series heat race event here at Ark-La-Tex? I think he can, folks. He's looking awfully impressive. He can just do that about 7 more circuits. He'll be good. Holding off the children's teammates. Las Cruces, New Mexico Racing.
Here comes Garrett on the inside.
Of his good
Boy, Albertson got a big run off turn 4 that time. Got bite down low, and he's got his sights set on the 4-car of Bo Day. And meanwhile, his teammate, Chandler Petty, battling back on the outside. We also side-by-side back there for 4th. It's getting good now, folks. Here comes Albertson on the inside. Watch out on the top side. Petty's going to get a run. We're going to go 3 wide down the backstretch.
Yeah, baby. Pull the trigger.
That's Ark-La-Tex Speedway right there for you, folks. Here they come.
3 wide pass right there from the outside and on the inside. Bo Day gets disposed of by the children's teammates, and then Clements powered Black Diamond chassis. Here comes the 19-year-old off of turn number 2 and turn number 3. He'll dispose of his teammate Garrett Albertson momentarily and edge ahead into 3. Who is going to lead by a nose off of 4? Give it to Chandler Petty.
Chandler Petty. He said, I'm starting to figure out this super late model racing. I don't have a great engine no more. I can get on the gas a little bit.
Kid's a heck of a driver and he's a very good young man. Enjoy talking with him. Very professional. He's got a future in this sport. And he got nabbed for the second children's car. You know he's got to be pretty special when Raymond sees something in you. So he'll drive and lead by about 7 car lengths down the back straightaway over his teammate Albertson. Bo Day in third, Bill. 4th is 37 of Joseph Long, and 18 is Ross Campanovo.
Yeah, it's not just where they finish in these races, but how many cars they pass. Of course, Chandler Petty started second, fell back. But you go by where he started from, so he's gone from second to first. Garrett from third to second.
It's better to get that extra half a point, though, from that outside pole.
You betcha. If you start outside pole, you better win.
As off of 4, the young man out of Austin, Arkansas, who've been driving for his own family-owned team the last several years with a CT 525 crate power plant. Now driving for one of the best teams out of Houghton, Louisiana, with the Children's Fishing and Rental, Children's Inspection Services, PRP suspension, F5. 19-year-old Chandler Petty wins Comp Cam Super Dirt Series Heat Race number 2, followed by his teammate Garrett Albertson from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Third, we go to the 4 of Bo Day.
And you heard Zach with the call there. Your unofficial top 3 finishers, Bo Day out of Greenville will come home in the 3rd position. That's 3rd place for Bo Day in car number 4. Finishing second will be the F5. He led briefly. Garrett Albertson started in the 3rd place, taking the win from the outside pole after drifting back a little bit. Found his rhythm quite well in the R5 car for Childress Racing out of
Austin,
Arkansas. That's going to be Chandler Petty.
And the 2017 Rookie of the Year contingent. The 14Z is Zach McMillan on his back bumper. Hal Fark and Hollywood Gain in this one. Here we go.
Oh,
and they're 3 wide already on the start. And here comes Hollywood. What a move.
Are you kidding me?
Inside and trying to take the race lead. They go 3 wide off the exit of 2 down the back straightaway. Side by side with the 0-0 of Wilson. Oh my goodness, Timothy Culp, you are unbelievable off of 4 in the C8. He'll lead the first lap in C8. Oh,
look at Charlie Cole battle back on that inside, though.
Pick my jaw back up off the ground for me, Bill.
Wow.
My foot's still hanging out. Hollywood, Timothy Culp. You need to call him Timbo Slice again because he looked like Kimbo and knocked the whole field out just now. And he is about to be gone in that Clements Field Rocket XR1, and he is gone.
You got to be kidding me. Wow.
Goodness gracious, that was impressive. That was almost as impressive as the move that Tyler Erd made. Here at the,
I know it's going to be on the highlight reel of Race on Texas this week.
Well,
man,
if we can get over me yelling, man, that was. We'll get over that now and we'll move on. That was impressive, though. Hollywood is checked out. He's gone. See you later.
How about a battle for second?
As
Brandon Wilson, I remember him running modifieds up there at Tri-State Speedway.
The pair of Arkansas racers go at it for second here, like you said, Bill. Win Arkansas's Charlie Cole in the 2C, holding off Fort Smith's Brandon Wilson. As
so what you guys hadn't learned is that if they dive into the corner, they can get a run on that inside groove. Some of these guys in the back of the field. Now we got Wilson trying a little bit on the inside here. They're side by side for second.
A great race for second. You know, just want to mention this. I mentioned earlier, Bill, that this driver here in the C8 leading this race could come into Ark-La-Tex Speedway with no confidence and leave here with a lot. He's won this event before, and he's won the Pelican. This is bar none his favorite racetrack, and he's displaying his pure flawless driving ability right now. It needs to be said a little bit more. He is annihilating the competition in this particular race. He'll be tough to beat in the main event, but Timothy Culp needs to be commended for this effort right now. But Cole and Brandon Wilson are still going at it for second.
Brandon Wilson, nice save that time. He almost went off the edge of the backstretch.
Colt may lap Chad DuPont. The white flag waves for Western Louisiana's Timothy Culp, now residing out of Sheridan or Prattsville, Arkansas, on the C8 down the back straightaway for the final time in the turn number 3. He'll roll through 3.
See that line Culp just made right there?
Dominant run for the C8 for Western Louisiana. Hollywood Timothy Culp, your winner of Cop Cam Super Dirt Series Heat Race number 3, presented by Lucas Oil. What a performance. And just now crossing the stripe in second is Charlie Cole to grab second. And the Henrietta 4-0 from Fort Smith, it'll be Brandon Wilson. Wow. Holy smokes, race fans.
Hunter Raston starting 5th in this one, folks. Keep your eyes on car number R5. He's out of Jonesboro, Arkansas. Tanner Kellick in the 3K car. He's out of Marouge, Louisiana. And rounding up his field from Natchitoches will be the 4B of Jim Bryant. We are 3 wide up front.
3 wide for the race lead. The Catman John Mitchell right around the hub. I mentioned it earlier in Hot Lads, Bill, that John Catman Mitchell has never won a main event here in the late model at Ark-La-Tex. Smooth Jr., Billy Moyer Jr. elects to stay and race closer to home here with the Cop Cam Series. He is the 2010 Cop Cam Super Dirt Series champion in the Dinah Grove Seat Crop Production Services.
Here comes Hunter Raston on the inside.
The Catman to the inside of Smooth.
3 wide for second.
Here comes Jonesboro, Arkansas's Hunter Raston. Came up 3 points shy of winning the championship behind Jack Sullivan a year ago. He rolls off at turn number 4, the former runner-up here to Chris Hennigan in the Doug Murphy Memorial. Raston knows his way around Ark-La-Tex Speedway.
I'll tell you what, Kyle Beard's got a nice lead in this one. You know, this guy, he had one bad year.
Yeah.
I think it was 2012. He had a terrible heat race problem. And I don't remember if it was a wreck or a motor or what. He got the hard luck award that night. That's the only time he's missed the A-main in the 6 years of this event.
Yeah, he
finishes no worse than 7th in the other 5. He's had a 3rd. He's had 3 top 5s in this event. Kyle Beard wants a win here at Ark-La-Tex Speedway.
He's one of the standouts on this tour. He picked up he was one of the 15 different winners a year ago. This tour is ultra competitive right now as they go side by side for 3rd. As Smooth Jr.'s ran away from that battle as here comes Raston to the inside. The R5 and the 5 of the Catman John Mitchell up top, and Raston goes to the top shelf and follows Mitchell there through 3 and 4. We'll see if he dives back to the bottom in the 1 and 2. He elects not to. As right now, Smooth Jr. has the fastest car on the racetrack, but maybe running out of time. As
Kyle Beard getting 2 to go this time.
The silent assassin, Kyle Beard, in the rock hard powder coating. Number 86, Gary Beard trucking Black Diamond race car. Off the 2, down the back straightaway. Smooth Jr. does have the best car right now, Bill. I think it's undoubtedly the case on the racetrack, but does he have enough time to get something done? He's going to dive it into 1 and 2. He won't be able to pull the trigger, though, and take the race lead away from the silent assassin, Kyle Beard. Final time through 3 and 4. Off of 4. It'll go to the 86 from Truman, Arkansas. Kyle Beard, the 2-time series Comp Cams champ. Smooth Jr. Billy Moyer Jr. will grab second, and Catman John Mitchell grabs third. 160, Wild Wayne Barnes from Benton, Louisiana. Ends out of 3 is JT Thompson, the 2017. Outsides the 515 of Trent Humphrey, who scored a win here a year ago. Ark-La-Tex Sheet Mill and Welding, number 27 is Mike Washburn from Shreveport. Bradley Barnes at 64. Here we go. And Holt's going to get a good start in this one to take the race lead into 1 and 2. Nolan going to grab second. Here comes Washburn. Washburn going to look to pick off nearly the whole field if he started dead last in this one. The 27 of the caution is out. We'll get a re-rack and stacked original restart. Well, that'll re-rack and stack on his side. Richard Holt, Wayne Barnes make up row 2. We are underway. Good start again for Holt. He'll edge ahead as they cross the stripe into 1. Field much tighter this time, though, on the start as they head off into 1 and 2. Trent Humphrey going to get a good run down the back straightaway to the back of the 23, and he'll actually pull to the outside of him into 3 and 4. Richard Holt going to plant the 33H off of turn number 4 and look to lead lap number 1 as Trent Humphrey is on the march to the front. And that Johnny's Pizza sponsored 515. He'll go to the inside for the race lead. Trent Humphrey to the inside of the 33 of Richard Holt. Right now, Holt uses that outside line and all that momentum to his advantage down the front straightaway. He still holds on to the top spot. Trent Humphrey, the Johnny's Pizza, Tilly's Mobile Home. 515 gets a big run off of 2 down the back straightaway. Has to check the brakes just a little bit there. He'll go to the outside this time through 3 and 4. Good racing up front in your Pro Mod heat race. Holt tries to come down to protect, but Humphrey fouls in there right there on the bottom. Got a little loose, lost some traction there.
Good battle up front there. Trent Humphrey working around the outside of Richard Holt.
They're side by side in your Pro Mod heat race.
Humphrey and Holt side by side.
Trent Humphrey putting on the show with 2 to go.
Humphrey with the lead.
Top 3 in Pro Mod heat race number 1 of the night. It'll be the 23 out of Shreveport, Louisiana, Randy Nolan.
Corey Maxwell unable to answer the bell. The 13 car not out there. So at the moment, your race leader, Dustin Hampton. Here comes Hildebrandt for the lead. Side by side. How about 3 wide?
Here comes Jason Beasley
starting in and out.
On the inside for the race lead. Jason Beasley inside for the race lead. Jason Beasley down the back straight for the top spot in 16.
Hampton battles back on the outside.
Looking for the top spot. Jason Beasley looking good. He won it.
Beasley again to the inside. This time Beasley will get the lead.
First time in his career down the front straight. There we go.
Beasley, Hampton, Hildebrandt, Graham, your top 4.
Jason Beasley
like
up
all cars to the A main. All 23 Pro Mods will be going to the A tonight. All 23 Limited Mods in the next class will also be going to the A. So no B mains in the Pro Mods or the Limiteds. I'm sure that's being done in the interest of time. We will have B mains for the factory stocks and the late models. Starting quick here. Ronnie Hildebrand had to go to the back of the field with Cornbread back there. He was the reason for the caution. So Robert Graham now third. And here comes the 57 car, Heath Thompson, into the picture. Two laps to go this time by for Beasley. Oh man, Cornbread right in front of Hildebrand. They both go around. And that'll be a caution and a green-white checker coming up.
They're side by side for the race leader of the 1 and 2 here in your third and final Pro Mod heat of the night. Two of the best to do it in this division. The Trey Maxwell Trucking hitting in there, number 4 of Jeffrey Bechet. Looking good as Vic Jr. going to try back onto the outside of the other 4. Red 4 and blue 4 go at it. As the other 4 is in third. And Hartsoe Jr. in 4th. I'll tell you, that's a stiff top 4 here in heat race number 3. Vic Jr. winner of the 1,000 to win Billy's AC Diamond D Logging Pro Mod Special here a few weeks ago. As down the front straightaway, Jeffrey Bechet lifting up the right front. You know, it's funny what Beasley said in Victor Lane in the last race. He had to hold off Vic Jr. and the 4 of Bechet, two of the best in the business. And I said, could you hear Bechet behind you? He said, yeah, I heard that big old motor. I heard that big old motor behind me the whole time. One thing, he's got a hammer underneath the hood, and Vic Jr. trying to close back in though. Vic Jr. a little bit more conservative in his approach, the way he drives these cars. Very smooth. The car never really catches out from underneath him. And it pays dividends for him, as you can see, as the 4, Jeffrey Bechet, a very aggressive racer, as Vic Jr. gets a run to the outside and takes the lead as the 4 just broke. Jeffrey Bechet just lost power, or something broke on the 4 car, as Vic Jr. is going to inherit the top spot.
All the pro mods are going to the A. All the limited mods are going to the A. So Andrew Hartsoe now running in the 3rd position. But it's going to be the 4 cars up front.
Vic Jr. going to take the dub after the miscue by the 4 of Bechet. The Big Show, Eric Norris. Teammates will go 1-2. So Vivian, how about the Deuce, the 2014 Cajun Classic champion, the 2015 Cajun Classic winner of Adam Roy from Red Lick, Texas, back behind the wheel of a limited mod. He won 20 limited modified races the last time he was full-time in a limited modified season. Full-time, they're 3 wide for the race.
They are 3. Yeah, man, look at Shelby Hinton get up on that cushion now.
Come on, Shelby, with it. That's impressive. See, when he started his career, Bill, he'd have fell back right there on the start just learning, but he is ready to race these guys now, and I'm loving it. It almost has me tricked thinking that maybe Dad in there tonight, but I don't want to discredit anything this young man has learned. He's on the natural upswing in his career, but hey, The progression seems a little bit steeper whenever you're 11 years old, but he is doing a great
Adam
job.
Roy making some 3 wide moves on the inside of the racetrack. He's trying to get the second, that 2-car.
Adam, I believe he's in an Ingalls Racing Performance chassis. That's what he was in last season, as he and his brother both, his brother Aaron Roy, Rapid Roy, was won the 8th straight 67 Speedway track championships. Had a great year a year ago, both in IRPs. As James Wilson goes to the inside, they go 3 wide for second, Bill. What a race there.
There's some really good racing for second on back. Adam Roy finally sliding up into the second spot.
He said the 2 belongs in 2.
Hey, what, Jimmy Wilson's pretty impressive out there in the 8-car as well.
Yeah, James, you bragged about him and really brought it to my attention after that great run he had here and had a solid top 5 here at our second to last event. As here comes Roy, trying to march down the 11-year-old Shelby Hinton for the race lead. Can Hinton hold off one of the best in the business here in the Ark-La-Tex region in the form of Adam Roy? The Deuce will go to the inside for the race lead. But smashing that PTS power loud pedal is Shelby Hinton out of Doubly, Louisiana. The Texan and Louisiana native go at it here for the top spot. And how about Shelby Hinton? Even if he finishes second in this race, I'm impressed right now. Hat goes off to this young man right now off of turn number 4 with the white flag waving. Oh, and Adam Roy just broke.
Something wrong with the 2-car. James Wilson will take over second.
How about it? His first ever heat race win in his career. 11-year-old Shelby Hinton will win the first limited modified heat race of the night. James Wilson grabs second. Nate Gaines in the 7.
And again, all limited modifieds.
I don't believe I've ever seen him run one myself. Off of 4 is Jonathan Boyd, who, like I said, to my recollection, never seen this driver here at Ark-La-Tex as we head off into turn number 1. Neil the wheel, Neil Standifer. And around goes Shongaloo's Connor Williams. Sorry, that's Colby this time, and the caution's out. We'll get an original restart. As
I get him confused. Got a 7C and a 7CC.
On the wheel here as we drop the hammer again.
He needs to get up there side by side. For some reason, he's lagging back.
Well, that's not up to him, really. I mean, he's the pole sitter. I don't know what kind of start that was, but I don't think it's going to matter anyway. Neil's just going to go right back by him. Colton Gillis says he's going to hold on strong, though. Meanwhile, they're 3 wide. Oh, nearly. The 11R Rance Prince look to make him dance there, and he'll just dance it right to the pit area.
Something ain't right on the 11R.
Tough break for Civil Louisiana. Rance Prince, his first ever limited modified start, ends after one, maybe even one lap complete. Here comes Rapid Roy. Aaron Roy bringing along the 91 with him in the form of Craig Oaks. Your lead duo right now, it's Q into the 28C. Saw his dad win a lot of limited late model races back at Webster in the day. And Neil Stanifer and the IRP chassis, Just Racing Products, TNT Welding, number 11 with the race lead. IRP chassis occupy your top 3 positions right now. And no racing Jason Ingalls in the mix tonight, or no Marshall Missile Derek Grigsby. Into 1, Aaron Roy. Just saw his brother, after running second, Adam Roy, ran second for the entirety of that limited modified race to Shelby Hinton before breaking. Aaron Roy going to look to duplicate what his brother did, but finish it and maybe do it one spot better. As the sights are set to the back spoiler of the 11 and Neil Standifer, a big run this time off of turn number 2 for Aaron Roy. Aaron Roy, your winner last Friday night at the Timberline Speedway. So I told Brandon Ball this in Victor Lane when he won here the last event. They go side by side for the race lead. I told Brandon, I said the last time, the 5th event of the year last year, you had won it, Aaron finished second. That's what happened last time. I said the following event, Aaron Roy won the main event.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, and I just missed that.
I'm telling you, the Boyd car got crossed up right in front of our 3 race leaders and just crushed Aaron Roy's car. What a terrible break there.
Surely if they don't have enough bad damage, they may be able to inherit, and they have more trouble down the back straightaway with
I didn't even see what happened back there. Yeah, it's 2 separate incidents completely.
The whole field just wiped out except Craig Oaks.
I think Craig Oaks slipped by. I'm not sure how much damage Neil Standifer got, but boy, the 35 car Aaron Roy got T-boned bad on that passenger side, thankfully.
Yeah, it doesn't look.
And it was a 37 car. Would you say Jonathan Boyd, a new racer here? He got crossed up right in front of our race leaders coming off 4. And they just had Craig Oaks second. Is that Connor or which Williams we got in
Colby.
Third? Colby Williams third. Here we go.
As Neil Stanifer, you know, it's funny, Stanifer literally doesn't look like he was involved in any kind of fender bender. No nicks or dings on that number 11 machine, but here comes Oaks. Screaming into turn number 3, top flight security of the world, Craig. Off of turn number 4, here comes Oaks for the race lead. It's going to be good. 2 laps to go. Bill Kitchen, the 91 and the 11 are going to go at it, and Craig Oaks is going to take the top spot away off the exit of 2. Stanifer can't get up to protect this time by. It'll be 1 to go, but hey, he's holding strong on the bottom. Final time off of 4, coming to the white flag. The final quarter-mile trip around Gene Borders Ark-La-Tex Speedway in limited modified heat race number 2, presented by RaceOnTexas.com. Through 3 and off of turn number 4. How about it? He'll steal this one. Your winner out of Marshall, Texas, goes on 91 of Craig Oaks in the Swinson Racing Products. Texas Jerky, Texas Fire and Safety number 91 IRP chassis. That Miller horsepower screaming underneath the hood.
Well, Elliott's got the lead. Brandon Ball, wow, he slipped over. 3 wide in the middle of the backstretch. Brandon Ball trying to quickly assume command of this race, and he'll get it done. Casey Penn, though, from the back of the field. Casey Penn came to race tonight. He's up to second.
2 former limited modified event winners this season are going to go side by side with the race lead. And Farmville Freight Train Brandon Ball holds on to it, but Casey Penn from Shreveport on the move to the front in the 5, and around comes one right in front of him, and the caution waves. Brandon Ball, I call him the Farmerville Freight Train. Because, well, he freight trained this field quick, fast, and in a hurry. That IEB Performance Bubba Green towing entry slides up off the exit of 2, opens up the door for Shreveport, Louisiana's Casey Penn to get a run. Penn now on an IRP chassis, driving for Johnny Kemp in 2017. Never thought I'd announce that the Penn boys are driving for somebody else, right?
Right.
Oh, they like talent.
Hey, well, it's a good race, though.
Yeah,
good battle
great
up
race.
front there between Ball and Penn on this one.
Back where it all started for both Adam and Casey. Began the race careers right here at Ark-La-Tex back in 2005 and 6. And limited modified style cars. They had a TRE chassis and a hot chassis back then. Now on a pair of IRPs battling it up front. It's Brandon Ball holding off Casey Penn. But Penn, I believe, may have the better car here. We'll find out.
Let's give a little call there to Connor Williams, doing a good job in that 7C.
Connor's closing in with their side-by-side with the race lead. Penn just can't get that drive off the corner like the B75 of Ball can from that outside. Penn's getting a good drive into the corner, just needs to find that drive off. He'll go back to the bottom in the 1 and 2. He's hoping for a mistake, a ball by the B75 anytime he drives it down there to the inside, and then maybe he can pull up and clear him. It's very rare that Brandon Ball makes a mistake. White flag waves for the Farmerville Freight Train in the 1. Penn going to drive it back deep there in the 1 and 2 and even the way, but Ball hammers it down the back straightaway. At Best Virginia Power Plant underneath the hood of the B75. He'll drop down on the low side to protect off of 4. Your winner of heat race number 3 for the limited modifieds presented by Barstow Federal Credit Union goes to the Farmerville Freight Train, Brandon Ball. Casey Penn out of Shreveport will grab second. Third goes to the 7 of Connor Williams from Shongaloo. Green flag being waved. Jesse Tate gonna get on the gas here down the front straightaway with Converse to the outside in the 1. Hey, kids, if you could, please stay away from the fence, please, when we're under green flag conditions, just for your safety, kids. Please stay away from the fence. Hey, youngster in the... There you go. We don't mind you getting close to the action. And, hey, a little bump and a little rub there through 3 and 4. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Tim McGraw had to have heard that at a dirt track sometime. Because I literally did.
Yeah, if he came to this one.
Didn't mean to quote him. Yeah. Well, Jesse Tate trying to get back to the back bumper of the C49 of Justin Converse in this one. Converse just too smooth around the outside in C49. Takes the right second. The battle for third's a good one. Brewer now to the inside of Corp. The Texarkana racer going to use the outside line of that red number 10. The Converse still leads in the 1 and 2 next time by. It'll be 2 to go as there are 3 scored, 3 laps to go. And your 4-cylinder heat. This time by off of turn number 4. It'll be 2 laps to go from Wyatt Williams. The easy one up in the flag stand tonight, helping out Kenny Crawford. The white flag will be displayed this time for Justin Converse. Converse messaged me on Facebook Messenger earlier today. He said, I won at Diamond Park. He said, looking to get an interview again tonight. That's the kind of confidence that you need to roll into a racetrack with. If you expect no less than victory, well, you'll often find victory. Justin Converse, your winner of 4-cylinder heat race number 1, followed by the 13J of Jesse Tate. And Eddie Brewer will grab the 3rd spot in the BC. They're 3 wide for the race, leading to the 4-cylinder heat here, though. The reigning Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship winner, Miss Triple X. Brittany Shreen on a nose ahead for the race, leading to turn number 3 to the inside of Cole Burleson. Cole Burleson won 3 4-cylinder main events in a row at Timberlawn Speedway as he heads off into 1.
Hey, look at Brittany go.
Look at Cole. He'll cross underneath Brittany in the 1 and 2. They're side by side for the race lead. Hey, don't tell me this 4-cylinder stuff isn't exciting either. You throw some cars on the racetrack.
They had a great feature here last time, 2 weeks ago, and this heat race is pretty dang good right here.
The lady is leading the way. Miss Triple X, Brittany Shreen, now separates herself from the 22 of Cole Burleson, who's in a Mitsubishi Eclipse. As 3rd spot is up for grabs. They're side by side for that position as well. White flag waves for Brittany Shreen out of Shreveport, Louisiana, the WW Timber Hitman Designs Triple X. Burleson down the back straightaway in 2nd. The battle for 3rd is a good one between Collier and the 85.
Lauren Cromer in car number 85.
Checkers are out. Your reigning Louisiana State Dirt Track champ.
And she got 3rd place by a bumper. Because we're getting ready to go green flag racing. James Martin, Thomas Turner bring them around for the start. And here we go. Martin's your leader. Graham 2nd. Turner 3rd. They're 3 wide for 4th. Trying to get 3 wide. 2 wide anyway. Here comes Graham to the inside, battling for the race lead with Martin. Oh, big puff of smoke out of Triple X. Hand out the window. That's not good. Oh, and then we collect Pat Gay. Matthew Whitehead slips by.
Factory stock 50. We've had over 120 factory stocks there for the first 3 years. It's going to be 2,000 win limited modifieds next Saturday night, 5,000 win factory stocks. Qualifying on Friday, time trials on Thursday, and the top qualifier will get $1,000 for his efforts. Lights are out. We are back on our way. In a 1 and 2, off of 2. James Martin with the race lead down the back straightaway. Here comes Turner trying to get a run as Holt took the 2nd spot away from him after the restart. Holt now with his sights set on the 68 of Martin for the race lead. Timothy Holt marching to the back of the 68 of James Martin for the race lead. Just a matter of time maybe for Timothy Holt pulls the trigger and dives to his inside. We'll see what happens. They head off into one. Holt trying to lean a little bit lower than the 68, but the 68 of Martin using that outside line with that momentum to his advantage as he powers into turn number 3. Lap traffic up ahead.
James Martin working his way through lap traffic. Timothy Holt, Turner, Lopez, they're your top 4. All they got to do is keep their nose clean. Maybe easier said than done when you're battling through the lap cars. Timothy Holt looking pretty stout out there tonight in the 42 car. Here comes Holt again on the inside. Tell you what, Holt's not satisfied with second. Top 4 cars transfer. We're down to halfway now. Look out ahead. Lap traffic for our leaders. Oh, and the lap cars are getting together right in front of James Martin. And for the second race in a row, or excuse me, for the second. We had that happen earlier with the limited modified event. Looks like James didn't make heavy contact this time, so maybe he can... There's your battle for transfer now as a 2-car takes a peek beneath Paul Lopez. Lopez able to hold off Gay at the moment. With 3 laps to go, top 4 remain the same. Martin, Holt, Turner, and Lopez. Gay is starting to run out of laps, and he's losing ground to the 5-car Lopez. 2 laps to go this time by for James Martin. White flag in the air. Timothy Holt has been pretty racy in this one. He's trying to keep the heat on James Martin. And once again, boy, James Martin's got to be holding his breath. He's going to try and make a move around a lap car here. And here comes Holt on the inside. He's got him pinned up the racetrack, and it's a battle for the checkered flag. And Timothy Holt going to get it done. How about that?
Michael Knighton. Oh, and not a good start there. The 2 got a good jump on him. The lights are out. We're underway. Jeff Rice got a good start there as they go 4 different lanes wide for the race leader in the 1 and 2. Dylan Adams with the whole shot there over the 175 of Little John Tuggle. They're 3 wide for third down the back straightaway. Another side-by-side for transfer. 3 wide for third through 3 and 4. Off of 4. Jeff Rice going to take that spot away. And he got the Walmart Special 2 for the price of 1. And he'll go to that outside line. And disposal of the 96 of Michael Knighton. I'll tell you, Jeff Rice has come a long way in a short period of time. as the 39 of Kelly lost the handle into 1 and 2. A great battle here for the 4th spot, side by side. Here comes Aaron Green in the 87. Aaron Green in 87 will pull to the outside of the 96. The battle for the 4th and final transfer spot right now is hot and heavy and up for grabs. Michael Knighton going to get disposed of there in the 96 and fade back to the 5th spot. He's 1 spot out looking in as Little John just gave a shot in the shorts of the 2 of Jeff Rice for 2nd. Oh, and more contact there off of 4. Tuggle to the inside now, 87 of Aaron Green. Tuggle can't get up and protect. And Michael Knighton's going to not cut him any slack and leave that room wide open for him as they are going at it for the 4th and final transfer spot. Aaron Green from dead last to 3rd now. Dylan Adams getting away up front in 24C. Headed back into 1. Dylan Adams leads the Rice of Aaron Green from Texarkana rides 3rd. In 4th. And it's still Knighton in 5th with Uncle Freddie Blanchard back in the 6th spot. Down the front straightaway. Here comes Green. He'll dive into the bottom with the slide job into 1 and 2. He'll throw it. And he'll clear the 2 of Jeff Rice. And then Tuggle gives him a shot in the tail tape. As they head off into 3. Tuggle in the 4th and final transfer spot. Michael Knighton going to dive into the bottom of 96. Michael Knighton going to take the 4th and final transfer spot away as Tuggle has problems. Little John Tuggle had problems off of turn number 4. And that car is not working quite to expectation. It's been a bad start to the year here in 2017 for the driver out of Bossier City, Little John Tuggle. Aaron Green now in 2nd with the sights set on the race lead of the 24, Dylan Adams. Is Aaron Green, well, sure, he has enough time. It'll be 7 laps to go this next time by, as Aaron Green inevitably has the fastest car on the racetrack right now. Michael Knighton all over the 2 of Jeff Rice here. He'll go to the inside for 3rd. Oh, and that'll close. That'll open it up for Little John to get a run to the outside of Michael Knighton for the 4th and final transfer spot. Michael Knighton around the hub to the inside of Jeff Rice. Rice not giving an inch though. And Tuggle there, what a battle. Oh, and Michael Knighton of the 2 made contact, and Tuggle's going to take the 4th and final transfer spot back away from Jeff Rice now. All kinds of movement here. We've had 3 or 4 different cars in that 4th and final transfer spot throughout this one. It'll be 5 laps to go this time by. Aaron Green, last Friday night's winner of the Timberline Speedway, an outstanding performance for him. Got his first ever win in Corley, Texas. Once again, a dominant performance for the young man, the 19-year-old out of Texarkana. Down the front boulevard we go with the Crystal Auto Collision number 24 for the Bossier City, Louisiana. Going to look to hold off the Texan of Aaron Green in this one. Aaron Green won here at Ark-La-Tex for the first time in a beginner cruise at the age of 13 years old. He has reeled in Adams, but he's not quite there yet to make a charge for the race lead. Tuggle comfortably in that 4th and final transfer spot with Michael Knighton in the 3rd spot on the 96. Green still 2nd on 87. Dylan Adams comfortably up front of the 24. The car's hooked up tonight. Off of 4. 2 laps to go for Dylan Adams. All the factory stock cars right now hugging the outside of the racetrack. Not using much on the bottom. White flag out for Bossier City, Louisiana's Dylan Adams. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 this time. It'll be the final time. And he'll roll off of turn number 4, the 24C from Bossier City, Louisiana. B main event number 2 winner goes to Dylan Adams in the Crystal Auto Collision sponsor 24C. 87 of Aaron Green will grab 2nd. Michael Knighton.
6 cars about to go 8 laps. We need 2 more from this race, 2 more for the next one to advance to the A tonight. And here we go. Two guys have raced a long time. Wendell Wallace, Ronnie Adams running 1-2. Lee Davis in the battle for 3rd, digging on the inside is Robbie Stewart. Stewart's going to commit to that bottom groove for now and loses ground. Wallace and Adams trying to get away. Wallace with a 2-car length lead this time. Off of 4. All right, next time by, it'll be 2 laps to go for your race leader, Wendell Wallace. Adams, Lee Davis, Robbie Stewart still in trail. Oh, off the track goes Lee Davis. Robbie Stewart now third. Is Davis going to put us under caution? White flag's in the air. Still don't see Lee Davis. He's over the hill there somewhere. Adams with a little push. And Wendell Wallace will take the B main win. So the unofficial top 3 coming up 1 spot short will be the 6R Robbie Stewart in third, grabbing second. Moving on to the A main unofficially will be the 11A car of Ronnie Adams. And your winner out of Batesville, Arkansas, the Batesville Bullet, Wendell Wallace in the 6M car.
Jim Bryant out of Natchitoches, Louisiana rounds out the field. It is up to Zach McMillan and Ross Kipanova from the front row. We're underway. McMillan, who's had a great start to the 2017 season. He also had a third-place finish at Timberline on opening night back on March the 31st with the Comp Cam Series. And once again, last night with a solid third-place finish, he'll find himself in a B main here in this one, but he leads off of 4, and he'll score and lead lap number 1. And here comes the young man out of Marouge, the 3K of Tanner Killick. He'll dispose of the 9 of Gorby and the 7 of Payne as they go side by side here for the 4th spot down the back straightaway. Gorby, they're 3 wide for third off the exit of turn number 4. Back down the front boulevard into 1 and 2. The best battle on the racetrack right now between those competitors as the 3K of Kelly going to separate himself now. The best battle between the 9 and the 7 of Payne. The top 3 cars advance to the main event. And right now it's the 3K of Tanner Kelly who has that spot. But here comes Bean. Trey Bean trying to come from the tail on the 115 and put the pressure on the 9 of Gorby. But Gorby powers from the outside. On that outside line in the 3. He'll roll right through the center part of the Ark-La-Tex Speedway. Look at him. They're 3 different lanes wide here off of 4. David Payne holding them off there, the 4th spot, but he's 1 spot out looking in to get into the shows. That's the best battle, though, still. They're 3 different lanes wide here. Track is shaping up to be a good one. Off of 4. Zach McMillan in the Gleadwater, Texas, annihilating the competition right now. As here comes Kellick to the inside for second. Ross Kipanova has company for the bridesmaids, and here comes Trey Bean in 115. Trey Bean working the hub of the racetrack, hoping they don't come to him here. But the center of the hourglass is ticking away to get in one of those top 3 transfer spots because Kellick has ran away. Tanner Kellick in the 3rd and final transfer spot, putting the heat all over Clarksville, Mississippi's Ross Kipanova. White flag out for the Z-Man, Zach McMillan in 1. Final time down the back straightaway. Off of 4. The P&W Cells 14Z is Zach McMillan's going to win the feature number 2. Who got second there? Did he get him? I think he got him, yeah. And a great race.
That's Dustin Hennigan out there in the 16 car racing with the 36.
Yeah, Dustin lost it there that last time by. I guess you could call that turns 3 and 4, and Nelson got by. Right now, he's trying to hunt down this young lady and take back the race lead. And a good mini wedge kart main event here at Ark-La-Tex tonight. Winding the laps down. And little Dustin Hennigan going to try to use the powers he was blessed with. As the white flag waves, can Dustin Hennigan make something happen? He'll go to the inside for the race lead in the 1 and 2. Hey, they go into contact with Caitlin Nelson. She gets a little loose, and Dustin Hennigan going to come down the back straight away as your race leader in the turn 3 for the final time. Off of 4, Nelson can't get there to return the favor. Your winner goes to the 4th generation Hennigan. Dustin Hennigan, your winner tonight. That's 3 wins in a row for the young man, the 11-year-old Dustin Hennigan out of Marshall. He won the last event here in Vivian, and he won last Friday night at Timberline Speedway. That was fun.
Did you hit her?
He just leaned on her a little bit. Ain't that right, Dustin? Well, Ark-La-Tex Speedway race fans, when he gets ready to climb out of this little mini wedge car, this is his 3rd consecutive victory at 2 different racetracks. Give it up for the 4th generation Hennigan. It's Dustin Hennigan in Barksdale Federal Credit Union Victory Lane. How about it, Dustin? You nearly... This is sportsmanship right here. About that. Well, they taught you well. That was a fun one tonight, man. You nearly gave it up. Got a little loose down there in 3 and 4. Caitlin got by you, came down to the white flag lap. I guess you weren't going to be denied tonight, were you? You were going to go on there and do everything you could to win this race.
Yes, sir.
I don't guess you feel too bad about it. Hey, you're going to do everything you can to win a race. What was your thought process when you lost the lead?
That she was probably going to smoke me.
She was probably going to smoke you? Well, you didn't let it happen tonight. It's your 3rd straight win for you, young man. How much does this mean to you?
It feels good.
You're having a lot of fun right now, aren't you? I think I ask you that every week. It pretty much explains itself. But how much fun are you having, young man? Tell these race fans.
I'm having fun.
Tell us everybody that helps you out on this machine and the folks you'd like to thank.
My mom, my dad, my grandpa, and Jill for bringing me, and Gene Border for letting me race here.
They don't get much more exciting than that, young man. Congratulations on your 3rd straight win.
Thank you.
Good up for Ark-La-Tex Speedway from Marshall, Texas. It's Dustin Hennigan. And your winner at our most previous event, and she'll come up 2nd tonight, man. Dustin made a miscue, and you were right there to take it away from him. What were you thinking on that final lap? I know you could probably hear him there.
Yeah, I was pretty upset, but I kept going and tried to, catch him as best I could.
If you would have had an opportunity, you would have done the same thing he did to you in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Absolutely. Is it a lot of fun for you, though, Caitlin?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, definitely.
Tell us everybody you'd like to thank.
I'd like to thank the women's specialists, El Chico's, Hadaway Towing, Wells Racing Bodies, Joe and Amy. Hold on, let me look.
It's okay. Go ahead. You wouldn't believe how many times I have racers turn around and look at the side of the cars. Go ahead.
Timberline, my aunt Brittany, Uncle Marty, and definitely Mom and Dad.
You look like you've got a knack for this stuff in the future. Tell all the folks that aren't aware how old you are and where you go to school.
I'm 12 years old, and I go to school at Liberty Ilo.
You're looking pretty good in this stuff, young lady. You look like you're having a world of fun out there. Congratulations on your win at the last event and a 2nd place here tonight.
Thank you.
It's Caitlin Nelson, ladies and gentlemen, in 36. Dustin Converse looking for his 4th consecutive victory. Outside, Miss Triple X, the reigning Louisiana State Dirt Track champ. Brittany Shireen of the WW Timber Hitman Designs. Jesse Tate 13J. Cole Burleson, who won 3 in a row at Timberline this season. Eddie Brewer in the BC starts inside of 3, and we're underway here at Ark-La-Tex. 12 laps the distance in your 4-cylinder main event. Through 3 and off of turn number 4, we're going to lead lap number 1. The lady in the field, Miss Triple X, Brittany Shireen, will lead lap 1. Justin Converse and that Chevy Cavaliers. Oh, and he just lost the handle nearly right in front of the entire field. What a save. What a save by Converse. Last weekend, he won his heat race at Timberline. He elected to start dead last so he could earn the hard charger and earn some more bones to put in his back pocket, if you will. Right now, the car not handling quite the expectation. They're letting Brittany Shireen get out front and run away. Jesse Tate occupies second. Converse now third. Cole Burleson fourth, riding right around the hub of the Ark-La-Tex Speedway. Lauren Cromer in the 85 side-by-side with the BC of Eddie Brewer through 3 and 4. This class is growing and growing every single week here in Vivian. We thank all these four-cylinder racers for supporting Gene Borders Ark-La-Tex Speedway and putting on some good racing here. Our last event, we had a photo finish with Justin Converse getting the victory. Right now, he rides back in third. Putting the pressure on Jesse Tate for the second spot. So Brittany Shereen, who, like I said, won last year's Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship at the Boot Hill Speedway in Greenwood, Louisiana, has separated herself by about a half a straightaway from the rest of the competition here. She's been very, very impressive anytime she gets the opportunity to climb behind the wheel of this machine. The battle for the 4 spot's a good one. Burleson to the inside of Lauren Cromer. Cromer using that outside line with all the momentum to her advantage off of turn number 4, but Burleson back to the inside. Converse, the battle for seconds heating up once again. Converse all over the back bumper to the 13J of Jesse Tate as we head off into turn number 3 this time by at the flag stand. It's 5 laps to go in your 4-cylinder main event presented by Barksdale Federal Credit Union. Of course, they want to be your financial partner for life. As Tate and Converse are going at it here. Brittany Shreen's loving it out front. She probably has no idea how far out front she is. And she has to know in the back of her mind that, hey, Justin Converse is in this race, so I can't be comfortable until the checkered flag falls. So Converse going to step to the outside of Tate through 3 and 4, look to take that outside line away so he can grab that momentum from the outside line. And they're side by side off of turn number 4 for that position. And Converse going to itch ahead by half of a cat's whisker and as they head back off into 1 and 2. Brittany Shreen approaching lap traffic now. Shouldn't be much trouble for her to get around here. This time it'll be 2 laps to go here in Vivian, Louisiana in your first main event tonight. 2 trips around Gene Borders quarter-mile speed plan here in Vivian for Brittany Shreen, Miss Triple X in the WW Timber Hitman Designs J&J Motorsports entry. Down the back straightaway into 3. This time by off of turn number 4, she'll receive a white flag. 1 more trip around Ark-La-Tex Speedway for Brittany Shreen. And a dominant performance tonight off of turn number 4, Miss Triple X, Brittany Shreen, your 4-cylinder main event winner tonight.
And your late models are just waiting to go right behind the limited modified. So hang in there, folks. We're almost there.
Yep, about to climb out of the WW Timber J&J Motorsports Hitman Designs Triple X. It's Miss Triple X, the reigning Louisiana State Dirt Track champ. Leaves nothing on the table tonight as she wins this one by a large margin. How about it, folks, for Brittany Shreen and Triple X? Well, Brittany, a few weeks ago you won here. We were talking about the car count being down a little bit. This time, I tell you, you can really wheel these cars, girl. I'll tell you, you won Boot Hill's Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship, so I know you got to be confident. But tonight, you had to hold off guys like Justin Converse and a full field of these guys. You got to be feeling pretty pumped about this victory.
Yeah, I definitely am. I knew I had to go on the start because I know he's pretty quick. I know he won last night, so I'm pretty excited to be able to race with more cars than just 2 or 3 of us, and see what my car can do with other cars.
It's got to fire you up, though, to know you won by at least a half of a straightaway, too.
Oh, wow. I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah, you were definitely on it. I mean, you had to been just you had your ears pinned back tonight.
Definitely. I never let up.
How much of this, obviously it means to you a lot to win here in Vivian, with a full field of cars. While you're at it, just tell everybody that helps you out on the race car as well.
Definitely got to thank Sean. He helps me stay going every week. My parents, they pulled it up here for me. So I got to thank them for supporting me. Craig Oaks, he built me a fast car for sure. W&W Timber, Mr. Billy White, and J&J Racing, our motorsports with Jody. I think that's it.
I tell you, it's not a myth. The women can get it done.
Definitely.
Congratulations to you, Brittany. Well-earned victory tonight.
Thank you.
Brittany Shreen.
And thank all y'all fans for coming.
You heard it, folks. Taking the fans first. Brittany Shreen, Miss Triple X in victory lane.
Well, that's a great way to get our features. All right, here we go. Shelby Hinton, Craig Oaks on the front row of this one. Should be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, look at Craig Oaks. Oh, hold on to it, Shelby. Craig Oaks with a great move, but
down there,
James Wilson just got into it.
Bill Staver had nowhere to go.
Oh, my goodness.
RaceOnTexas.com, on demand, BFCU.org. Limited modified. Main event is underway in the 3 wide already for the start on the race lead. They're 3 wide back there behind them with Casey Penn with a 5-star. I think Penn may have something wrong with the 5. He has a left rear flat. A left rear flat on the 5-star. Casey Penn is their 4 wide, disposing of him down the back straightaway. Here comes B-Ball. Brandon Ball to the inside for the race lead with the 91 of Craig Oaks, who has the top spot in 91. He'll lead lap 1 tonight. 19 remain here at Ark-La-Tex Speedway as lap traffic. Spencer Coleman, the lap car. Not sure how they got to him so fast. Down the back straightaway. Well, yeah, he's not looking for his phone, or it looks like he's texting and driving. Through 3 and off before the yellow waves for Nate Gaines. Tough break by the driver of the Wicked Race Car chassis.
Going green this time by late models getting staged up next event.
Back underway, they scored 1 lap there, and Craig Oaks is your race leader. Not a good start for the young man, the 11-year-old Shelby Hinton. Look at James Wilson, just slid right up in front of Williams there, as there are 3 different lanes wide all the way through the pack. Side by side for the 3rd spot, Wilson and Williams, door to door. Off of 4, Oaks leads the first 2 on the restart. Look at this.
Jared Elliott and Connor Williams door slammed here on the front stretch, and they're still side by side.
And
3 wide on the back stretch.
Williams way up top there. Jesse Sharpley was around the bottom there building the 11S, and he's making some gains right around the bottom. Looking to dispose of the 8 of James Wilson. There's still 3 wide back there with the 2 of Aaron Roy in the deuce. And the caution is back out. It's moving beyond. He's got IRP chassis in Texas, Oklahoma, and even further, so lights are out. And a good restart for Colby Williams. Oh, my. They're going to go 3 wide for the race leader. The 1 and 2. Williams has the top spot momentarily, and Craig Oaks just got slid and didn't get the opportunity to turn back down underneath. They're going to go 3 different lanes wide here for the... Oh, the caution is out. You'll see in this race. Brandon Ball is the king of slide jobs in these limited modifieds, and I think he's got something. And a good restart again by Williams. Is he going to try to throw it on Craig again? Craig says, nope, not going to happen. He'll power right to his outside. Adam Roy, I thought was about to pass 2 cars and get 2 for the price of 1. And I'm proud of Jesse Sharpley right now from Houghton, Louisiana, rolling the hub up to the 5th spot in 11S. Great run for Williams tonight. Door to door with the Farmerville Freight Train. Brandon Ball, I'll tell you, this racetrack is good right now for limited modified action top to bottom. As Oaks continues to lead off of 4, it'll be 5 scored and 15 to go, and around goes the 29. More cautions than we would have probably expected to see here, but
we're going green right away.
And that time, Brandon Ball timed his restart. He was ready. And he'll go to the inside. Will he drift up the racetrack and throw the slide job? He will. He'll take that top line away from anyone else.
Right back to the inside.
Right back underneath into turn number 3. Rance Sprint just went over the top of turn number 2, making another caution. A slide job there for Craig Oaks on the race lead, giving the 75 an opportunity to turn back down underneath. Brandon Ball to throw another one back into 1 and 2. And Oaks going to cross right back underneath. This is good racing here in Vivian, Louisiana tonight. The green and yellow still stays on as the 11 of Rance Prince is going to draw the caution. Lights are out. We are back underway. Heading into 1. Ball, Adam Roy. I was talking about him making some gains up through the field early in this one, but he's had everything play out in his favor in this one after breaking a drive shaft earlier, getting the car back ready to go for this main event as Wilson just went to his inside and got a little loose there at the bottom of 3 and 4. As now Roy up to the 4th spot in that Modern Primitives number 2. That Roy Performance Power underneath the hood. Down the back straightaway, Brandon Ball continues E75. Craig going to look to hunt him down and steal this one away. loose there in the center of the corner of 4. Ironing it back out, though. No harm, no foul. Craig Oaks with his ears pinned back, trying to run down the B75 with the Farmerville Freight Train. Brandon Ball for the race lead. Williams in the third spot in C. With a bobble there, opens up the door for Adam Roy, who pulls right to his tail tank into 1 and 2. He'll go to the inside out and he'll dispose of him. Oh no, Williams is broke now. Tough break after a great run tonight. And nosing ahead and nearly leading a lap here this evening. He'll pull it to the pit area with 10 laps to go here in Vivian, Louisiana, your limited modified main event. Craig Oaks is catching the B75 of Brandon Ball right now for the race lead. Oaks able to put his car just a little bit higher up on the surface and get that moist red clay up there on the outside. He is reeling in Ball. And it may take just may be a mistake. Colton Ewan calls the caution, so that'll re-rack him and stack him. Ball back on the loud pedal. He's on the ball. Adam Roy going to look at still second away from Oaks. They won't be able to do it. Oh, we got trouble on the front straightaway. Around goes Ricky Burke. And the caution is back out. And Kenny Crawford's got the black flag in his hand for someone. Not sure if it'll be displayed or just pointed. And I think Jarrett Elliott just got dismissed. Lights are out. We are underway. Brandon Ball puts that best engine power for 1 transmission. B75 AV performance to the test as he heads off into 1. And Adam Roy looking for a big
I think that 2 car's getting racy.
Adam Roy is racing with his hair on fire right now. He would have had a much better starting spot in the main event, but all these cautions have played to his favor. But he's had a fast race car anyway. He's picked some off each and every time. And we've had some green flag laps being logged into the books. It'll be 7 to go this time by. I think it takes Craig Oaks a few laps to find that niche again, to be able to pin his ears back to try to hunt down B75. We're going to get another caution for Nate Gaines. Here we go, 7 to go, folks. So Adam Roy gonna nose ahead and try to take second away. And hey, Brandon Ball, how you doing? Adam Roy's got a good machine in this main event. The Deuce is up to second from dead last. The Red Lick Texan rolls off at turn number 4, but Craig Oaks gonna take back that second spot at the flag stand. Adam slides back up in line in front of Connor Williams in the 7cc. Shelby Hinton back up there in the top 5 in the 28, takes the 5th spot away from Jesse Sharpley. Sharpley is not budged off the bottom in this race. Brandon Ball looking for no mistakes. On the final 5 laps, this time by, it should be 4 laps to go here at Ark-La-Tex. Brandon Ball, and a big bobble that time. If he would have had anybody right there nipping at his heels or his inside, they may have taken the lead away from him, but that's the name of the game. He has separated himself by a large enough margin that he is able to make a mistake and have that to give. So Ball is just on the ball tonight. The Farmerville Freight Train looking good. Trying to get his 3rd straight win here. Or not, his 3rd win here this season and his 2nd consecutive victory here at Ark-La-Tex. In 3 and off of 4, Wilson right in front of your race leader, oh my. Whew. The white flag out for Brandon Ball.
How many times tonight has that happened, right?
Well, that would have been the irony of it. His 2nd consecutive victory will come tonight. Off of turn number 4, his 3rd win at Ark-La-Tex this year. B-Ball, Brandon Ball, the Farmerville Freight Train scores the win here at Ark-La-Tex. His wife's in Victor Lane hugging him. Well, Brandon, I can't tell you, I don't think I've ever seen you in Victor, caught you in Victor Lane and your car's getting pulled to you on a wrecker. First time for everything.
Yeah, I guess I lucky didn't have one more caution.
Do you know what happened?
Bottom ball joint broke.
Ball, Joanne. Your last name's Ball. How about that? Well, hey, what a performance for you tonight. And some aggressive racing there with Craig Oaks. Quite a few cautions in this race, though. But I don't guess it really mattered coming down to the wire there. You hit your restarts perfect each and every time. But it was that fourth caution, and on that restart, you really hit the restart perfect and timed it, and were able to slide up in front of Oaks to take the race lead.
Yeah, I knew as wide open as the track was, it was going to be made or broke on the restart. So I had to make sure I gave it my all, didn't leave nothing left.
Last time you were here, you won. This is your second consecutive victory at Vivian. I told you if the history plays out the same, said Aaron Roy would get the win tonight. You got second this time last year. You said, oh, I better stay home then. Well, Aaron ends up totaling a car tonight, but you come back and get the victory.
Yeah, I can't thank everybody who helps me on this car. Bubba Green Towing, my wife Tiffany, DuPont Racing Shocks, AB Performance, my dad. This one's for you. He had prostate cancer this week. He had taken out, so I drove my heart out for him. And Best Engines giving me the power. Pat Foreman Racing Heads, Race on Texas. Team 5 Enterprise, Pro 1 Transmissions, and Superior Graphics. I thank everybody.
Great run tonight. You ready for that 2000 next weekend over at Timberline?
Yeah, I'm trying to get I've been working all week on my factory stock, trying to get it ready and trying to get this one ready too. So maybe we can get a shot out, get us a good run in one of them, I'll be happy.
I'm going for 7,000 to win total next weekend. Give it up for the Farmerville Freight Train, Brandon Ball, your limited modified main event winner tonight. As they go 4 wide. For you, the race fans, everybody on the grandstand side here at Ark-La-Tex Speedway, this is why they do it. It never gets old for these drivers behind the wheel from their vantage point. If it weren't for you folks in the grandstands to make it happen, it wouldn't be a whole lot of fun racing in front of an empty grandstand. And we thank each and every one of you folks for coming in and spending your hard-earned money and supporting the Cop Cam Super Dirt Series presented by Lucas Oil, your main event lineup off of turn number 4. So it'll be a pair of Louisiana natives on the front row tonight under the form of Timbo, Hollywood, Timothy Culp, and B.J. Robinson, the reigning Southern United Professional Racing Series champion. The 14th seed Anagoya, Texas, Louisiana, Zachary Miller, the Batesville Bullet, Wendell Wallace. The lights are out, 40 laps to distance. Hollywood on the loud pedal. We are underway from Ark-La-Tex Speedway tonight. A pair of Louisiana drivers going to lead the herd into 1 and 2 for the first time. Culp going to drift up the racetrack off into open the lower. Robinson on a Christ-sack underneath for the race lead. They go side by side in the turn 3. Robinson looking to clear hook with a slight job in the 3 and 4. Give Culp the opportunity to cross the brakes and check underneath. But Robinson will lead lap 1 tonight. B.J. Robinson will lead lap number 1. And the Stealth Industries DP Motorsports number 1. He'll cross right back underneath. Boy, we could do this with 38 more laps. Into 3. Culp going to drive right to the inside and look to throw the slider off of 4. He gets B.J. room off of 4. B.J. Robinson and Hollywood Timothy Culp going at it. B.J. Robinson knew that he was going to have to get up on the wheel if he wanted to dispose of the C8 of Timothy Culp at the start of this race. And he'll use that outside line and all that momentum to his advantage to get the whole shot on this main event, 40 laps to distance. As Robinson continues to lead Hollywood Timothy Culp. The son of Assassin Calabir, Rice 3rd. 4th is Chandler Petty. 5th is his teammate from Las Cruces, New Mexico, Garrett Alberson. 6th is Cadillac Jack Sullivan, looking to sweep the weekend. He's got quite a few more spots to get there. Smooth Jr., Billy Moyer Jr. Him and Culp were the only late models to break into the 13-second bracket in heat race action. Charlie Cole falls in the lines of the 21 Jr. The 7, that's Gavin Landers. Right now, up front, Timothy Culp trying to make a march on the 1 of B.J. Robinson for the race lead. The reigning Southern Non-Professional Racing Series champion B.J. Robinson leads him down the back straightaway, and Culp is in hot pursuit. Culp's in hot pursuit, and the car may just now be coming to him now. It only took him a corner for that car to come to him in the heat, but he and Robinson exchanging slide job at the initial start of this race, and Culp is not going to let him out of crosshairs, and he'll dive it to the bottom into turns 3 and 4 and show B.J. I am here all day long. He'll keep it back to the bottom. Maybe Culp's going to find some motion right to the bottom of the racetrack. It is looking good for Culp now. As they're 3 wide up in front, it's only a matter of time before B.J. reaches his tail into lap traffic as Culp is making gains on the low side. You know, it was at Lone Star Speedway when Culp won that World of Outlaws main event. He won the race rolling the bottom of the racetrack. When typically every other car was good right around the top, Culp was good on the bottom. They'll send it back to the high side through 3 and 4 as B.J. Robinson starting to manipulate his way through lap traffic now. It's going to be where are you going to go, where are you going to hide. There are two different lanes wide in front of your leaders. Is now Joseph Long being disposed of. He'll pull his machine down to the infield and expire it. As they're side by side for the race lead, and Colt's going to nose ahead for the race lead and lead this lap. Timothy Colt going to lead that lap, and BJ going to take it right back from them in the 1 and 2. Boy, shades of the opening Comp Cam's race of 2017 between Jack Sullivan, and now they're going to cross up lines. Smart racing by Timothy Colt going to the outside, and he'll officially take the race lead with a caution out.
So expect to slow Robinson's pace down a little bit and get Childress cars side by side back there in row 3.
Colt's best lap that he turned in this race was a 14.592. BJ's best lap, a 14.571. And they're going to full line. BJ's over the top of the turn number 2. Got some air there. Tough break for BJ Robinson.
Boy, that hurt. He's way back now.
The great race between Robinson. As a 3 wide there for second. Here comes Smooth Jr., who came from 12th to finish second to Timothy Colt here in 20. The Pelican
to the
Colt won. He finished
to the bottom.
I thought we were going to get caution for BJ.
He ran second to Morgan Bagley in a caution-free event. Started 12th.
Yeah, started 12th, came on second. And mentioned earlier, he and Colt were the only drivers to break into the 13th-second bracket earlier. Right now, it's Colt. He just turned his best lap time of the race on lap number 13 with a 14.345. A 14.345 for Colt. Nobody else is even close. Kyle Beard running second, a 14.806 on his last lap. Colt is running away from the competition like he did in his heat race performance. The battle for third to go to with the teammates in the children's cars of Austin, Arkansas's 19-year-old Chandler Petty and Las Cruces, New Mexico racer Garrett Alberson off of turn number 4. It's a good one. Great battle there for third. Petty holding off Alberson there for the third spot. In the turn number 3, Billy Moyer Jr. rounds out the top 5 right now. So lap traffic. It's about 10 laps it takes to tail in the lap traffic. The first car to be a victim, it appears it'll be Batesville, Arkansas's Gavin Landers, who battles with the 9 of Joe Gorby. They're 3 different lanes wide up ahead of Colt. But he has a very sizable advantage right now over the 86 of Kyle Beard, who rides second. That battle for third has played itself out with Petty getting the best of his teammate Garrett Alberson, as here comes Colt to the inside of lap traffic now. We'll start to see these lap times for Colt drop off just a little bit.
Contact with Gavin Landers.
That could have cut the tire down for Colt. Oh, and he gets a shot in the tail tank there at the flag stand, and the caution's out.
Well, I'll tell you what, lap traffic has been something else in all these races tonight.
Not this weekend, but the lights are out. We are back underway. Colt gets a good restart.
How about Chandler Petty?
Yep.
Chandler Petty on that restart. Yeah. Billy Moyer Jr. up to 4th.
Should be interesting to see Chandler Petty not lacking confidence right now. He had a solid top 5 last night at Diamond Park Speedway down in Nashville. And I tell you what, the Catman John Mitchell's come on strong in this main event. And I'll tell you, a big bobble there by Garrett Alberson, who just shot out of a rifle down the back straightaway after making a big bobble there on the entry to 1 and 2, but fixed it heading down the back straightaway. So Colt continues to lead. Chandler Petty is second. He bobbled there too in the middle of the corner of 1 and 2. The 86 of Kyle Beard, and the battle right there. Cadillac Jack Sullivan just disposing of the Las Cruces, New Mexico racer Garrett Alberson. Billy Moyer Jr. continues to hold on to the 4th place spot in 21 JR. The Catman working the bottom of the racetrack. Timothy Colt may not be any trouble for him to find VFCU.org victory lane, as he is selling it back off into 1 and 2 in the Benning Zealand there. Clements-powered C8 Rocket XR1. So a Rocket XR1 won the main event tonight in Fayetteville with the World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Series, with Brandon Shepard getting the win and Tyler Erb finishing in second. Erb representing the state of Texas very well in the World of Outlaws Tour. He sits third right now in the World of Outlaws Series Tour points. And right here in Vivian, Louisiana tonight, it's Hollywood Timothy Colt, who has been bad fast since the drop of the first green flag in his heat. I don't think he needed any more confidence after that heat race than the confidence that he already brought here tonight. This car has been so good. If you pay any attention to DirtOnDirt.com, you've seen his due recognition as Smooth Jr. Billy Moyer Jr.
Good battle for third there.
Good run there to the inside of the 86 of Kyle Beard. Beard being pressured. The two champions, the 2010 Comp Cams champ going at it with the 2012 and 2014 Comp Cams champ Kyle Beard. The Arkansas drivers go at it, and Smooth Jr. going to slide. Nope. Looked like he was going to try to slide up in front, and the caution is back out.
This restart is huge. 13 to go. Here we go.
And Petty timed it good. We're backing away. As Smooth Jr., though, like you said, Bill, that outside line, I'm not sure why Petty did that as well, because he just lost wholesale. As they go 3 wide there momentarily, Cadillac Jack down the back straightaway, going to go 3 wide with the 86 and the F5 of Alberson. Here comes Billy Moyer Jr. for the race lead off the 4. Down the front straightaway. Back into turn number 1. Billy Moyer Jr. going to try to hunt down, and Cadillac Jack has came on strong. He's sandwiched between the children's cars right now as they head off into turn number 3. This time by, it'll be 29 laps scored here in Vivian with 11 laps to go. Billy Moyer Jr. has taken second away meticulously, has worked his way up to the second spot. But Timothy Culp just slew the silk right around the outside of the racetrack. The last time for Culp, a 14.513, a 14.864 for Billy Moyer Jr. So still 3/10 faster than Moyer Jr. as your leader, Timothy Culp. Clean air playing a factor, I'm sure, as well. Oh, over the top of 3 and 4 is the 86. Beard nearly lost it there. A great save by Kyle Beard. Hey, how about B.J. Robinson restarting at the tail? And he is working on getting a top 5. Just shows how good he has been. And his confidence right now and his experience at this racetrack, I'm sure, as well. So B.J. Robinson has worked his way up to 6. He has turned a 14.571 in this race. But that was back on lap number 3. That's the second best lap time turned in this race. Timothy Culp continues the lead and hammer the Ark-La-Tex Speedway next time by. It's 6 laps to go, 34 scored. As Culp is down the back straightaway, Billy Moyer Jr. is second still. Chandler Petty, the 19-year-old from Austin, Arkansas, rides third. The AAA Diesel, Mark Martin Automotive, Merrill Bonding Company, panel chipping, number 18, a Cadillac Jack Sullivan. Going to ride home with a pair of top 5s this weekend if he can hold on for his win last night at DP. Howerson with a big push there. Opens up the door for B.J. Robinson. B.J. Robinson, the reigning Super Series champ. A very impressive run for him tonight. Just to be able to pass so many cars to get back into the mix is impressive for Robinson. As lap traffic is there, up in front of Culp. But Moyer Jr. far enough behind in this one. As Culp will dive to the inside of Rockin' Ronnie Adams through 3 and 4, and he'll slide up in front. But Culp has no idea likely how far out front he is, especially going through lap traffic. And it worked out exactly the way we expected. It takes 10 laps to meet it, then about, we're going to, white flag wave for Timothy Culp into 1. We have the car that went over the top of 3 and 4 and smashed the wall there, I believe. But through 3, he'll sweep Ark-La-Tex Speedway. Ark-La-Tex Speedway's late model action in 2017 Hollywood. Timothy Culp back in victory lane in that Rocket XR1. C8, make it great again. Billy Moyer Jr. grabs the second spot tonight over Austin, Arkansas's Chandler Petty. Run. Once again, he'll sweep late model action at Ark-La-Tex in 2017. Your 2-time reigning Pelican winner. I don't think he gave you race fans any doubt after that heat race performance. And his second Comp Cams victory here at the Ark-La-Tex Speedway since 2015. And his 5th career late model win here at Ark-La-Tex. Driving the Bennington Air Carrier. Integra Shocks, TimothyCulp.com, Culp's Automotive, Clements Powered, Rocket XR1. He is on another planet right now. Back at his home racetrack where he's cut his teeth since he was 13. Give it up, race fans, for Hollywood! Timothy Culp at C8. Make C8 great again. Man, I tell you, you've done it. You made C8 great again. What a heat race performance you displayed earlier. I know you had to have been confident coming into this main event tonight after that display of pure flawless driving ability.
Yeah, man, I just love this racetrack. Anytime we can come down here and race, I try to make it a point to get down here and do it. And Gene just gives us a great track to race on, and thanks for the Comp Cam guys for putting this deal on. But yeah, this race car, man, it's just been amazing from the first weekend here. So we just been rolling on with it and had a little ups and downs, but we've been pretty good every weekend. So just glad we come down here and get another win.
I'll say, man, there haven't been many downs. Of course, I've been paying attention to you on dirtondirt.com. You go up and race with Lucas at Atomic. You lead some laps there, win some heats. I mean, what does that mean to you to be able to go up there? I mean, and how far do you feel it's made your career come just in the last several months in this new car, racing with guys like Lanigan and Don O'Neill and all those guys side by side up there? I know it has to make you a better driver.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. It's been fun being able to race with those guys, and man, it's just been a confidence boost to me to just be able to compete with those guys. So, you know, we've got a lot to learn still to be able to win at that level, but we're getting there every week, and glad we come down here and get this win.
Third straight late model win here at Ark-La-Tex Speedway. Tell us everybody that helps you out on the race car, Cole.
I got to thank my father-in-law, mother-in-law, my wife, Benny's Heat and Air. They're the backbone behind this team. I'm just lucky when they get to drive it. Wendell Wallace has helped me a lot this year. Me and him been up and down the road a lot, so it's been fun being able to race with him. Schaefer's Racing, Oil, Carrier. My mom and dad both got to be here tonight. They weren't here at the Pelican, so that's cool that they got to be here, and they brought a lot of people from back home too. So it's always good I can get a win in front of a lot of people that love and support what I do.
Final thing, I mentioned the first few laps there. You and BJ Robinson just dicing it up, throwing sliders on each other. I'm sure that was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, me and BJ probably got more laps around this place than anybody, especially in a late mile. So I knew me and him would be a pretty good race there at the beginning, and hopefully I could get him. And I don't know, I thought Gavin would give me a little more room there, but got a little hairy with me and him. But it's racing. Caution
came out every single time y'all leap lap traffic. Congratulations once again, Colt. Great run tonight.
Thanks, man. Thanks for all the fans for coming out. Glad we could race in front of y'all.
Absolutely. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. It's Hollywood. Timothy Cup out of West Monroe, Louisiana, now residing out of Sheridan, Arkansas.
Who's up there flagging behind him?
We'll get a quick word with Billy Moyer Jr. Billy Moyer Jr. starting 8th tonight, matching his career best finish here at Ark-La-Tex Speedway. Came home 2nd here a few years ago. Well, Moyer elected not to go up to North Carolina this weekend, but racing closer to home. Man, you've been racing with these guys for quite some time. Good to get back closer to home. You had a really good race car tonight in the main event.
Yeah, this car, it was really good, but we just started kind of too far back there. But I didn't get the job done in the heat race and put us back, further. But staying close here, it's nice. We're going up to Illinois next week, Farmer City. We're a little better there, so that was probably a smart move. And we stay close. Anytime you can support this comp series, and Chris Ellis, he's a promoter that's really about the racer and the fans, and that promoter, he's about everybody but himself, and that's what makes it nice to support him. But Timmy done a good job. I don't think I had anything for him unless I started in front of him maybe, but I couldn't. I used up so much tire and effort and everything in my car to get to second. But all in all, 8th to 2nd, we'll take it. Just get a little bit better, go up to Farmer City and hopefully have a good run. But can't say enough about everybody on my car. My guys, Jason and Eric over there work hard. But Crop Production Services, Mesilla Valley Transport, Dynagrow, Carl Chevrolet, C&W Trucking, everybody on my car. Just appreciate all of them. Yeah, I don't thank you. But no, thank these fans. If it wasn't for these, we couldn't be here. So it's glad they had a good crowd tonight, a good racetrack here, and we'll hopefully we get some more wins.
Absolutely. Great run tonight, Billy. We hope to see you back at the next Pelican or the next ever event we have here in Late Models, man. Great run tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate all the fans again.
Once again, folks, thanking the fans first. It's Billy Moyer Jr., Smooth Jr. comes home with a bridesmaid tonight, 3rd. How about it, young man? Chandler Petty comes home in the Children's Fishing and Rentals machine in 3rd tonight. Man, you're up to 2nd at one point. Thought you may have had something for Colt. You turned a lap time of 14.845, second best lap of this race. You had a really good car.
Yeah, the car was awesome. I just want to thank Ronnie Stuckey and all the guys back at the White Diamond Shop that helped us out, and thank Raymond Childers and Miss Kathy for everything. The car was awesome. Just might have made a bad decision on that restart there, but Billy got by us there, but he was pretty good. But all in all, it was a pretty good night.
How's it feel to finally get this bad luck out of the way and have a good run here?
Man, it's awesome. It's been a rough year so far, but we've been working really hard at the shop, me and Garrett, and it's fun to race with him there for a little bit, so that was cool. Just glad we could get in the top 3 here. Hopefully we can get some wins here soon.
Let's walk this way, and I'll give you an opportunity to thank all the folks that help you out on the race car.
Yeah, I want to thank my dad. He's got me into the racing deal, of course, and then Stuckey and Mr. Raymond Childers and everybody over there. They just this is huge for me. We've been trying to get something like this for a long time, and for it to actually happen, it's awesome.
Told the race fans, race with that family-owned team to be where you're at now. It's just a matter of time for you to start clicking some wins off. Great run tonight, man, and best of luck on the rest of the 2017 season.
Thanks, and thanks everybody for coming out.
Absolutely. Give it up for him, folks. Chandler Petty from Austin, Arkansas grabs third here tonight.
Well, that's 2 good nights, and that's two back-to-back thirds with the one last night.
Oh, gonna stack them up in a 1 and 2.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Eric Norris got the short end of that stick.
All right, here we go. Second try. Trent Humphrey, Jason Beasley on the front row, and we're green flag again. Beasley and Humphrey 1-2. Vic Norris and the Dustin Hampton car running out your top 5. Hampton now going for fourth, side by side down turn 1. Has to back off. Mike Washburn joins the party there. He's in 6th. Still Beasley and Humphrey up front. Andrew Hartso hits the pit area, calls it a night. It looks like the 57 car in trouble. Caution's going to come out. Well, here we go. Dustin Hampton pulling into the 3rd spot.
Jason Beasley continues to hold on to the top spot here at Ark-La-Tex. Oh, and turn number 3, a hard dive bomb move there for the 2M.
Dustin Hampton around in turn 4.
We'll get a caution here.
Look out, Ronnie Hildebrandt. Car on the move on the inside of the racetrack. Jeffrey Bechet, he's 3 wide in the battle for 3rd, now a battle for 4th. So it's Beasley, Humphrey, Vic, Bechet, and Norris, your top 5. Bechet started this race 18th. Bechet making that low line work for him. Still side by side with Vic for the 3rd position. Now, look out, Jason Beasley. Beasley got crossed up. Humphrey took over the lead. Bechet is 2nd.
They just made, wrecked 100 times. And Eric Norris finally comes to a stop and the caution is out.
Eric Norris got the worst end of that, but for this restart.
had a good restart, took over the top spot in the 5-1-5. The pair of fours there doing battle for second. Door-to-door is Jeffrey Boucher around the hub with Doug Big Jr. on the outside. Next time by, it'll be 7 laps to go. Oh, and a big wreck down the back straightaway. Good restart on the Shane. He'll put it a 5-1-5, Humphrey in a 1. Humphrey drives back underneath the side-by-side for the race lead. Off of 2 down on the back straightaway.
And there goes Boucher to the point. What a restart. Brad Barnes bouncing the 64 off the front straightaway wall. And Barnes got a right rear tire down, I'm sure. Something wrong with the right rear side of that after that wall contact. Also on the racetrack, 5 laps to go. Next time by, it'll be the white flag for your race leader, Jeffrey Boucher. Vic closing in there. Doug Vic.
Before the white flag is up,
maybe trying to make a move.
Jr. hammering up the sleeve for Boucher. Final time in the turn number 3. Off of turn number 4. Jeffrey Boucher, your pro mod winner tonight here in Vivian. The Ronnie Val Trucking 4's Jeffrey Boucher back in victory. Pro mods. Jeffrey, 18th to the win tonight. Man, you really had to throw it over your shoulder to earn this one tonight, man. Good, hard racing.
Yeah, I didn't really know if I was going to survive the fight, you know.
I'll say, did you think you were going to be able to make it up through there unscathed, man? A few times it got pretty hairy there at turn 2.
Yeah, I really didn't know. I was undecided.
Man, starting to click these things off here. It's, 15 wins a year goes hard to match that, but I know you started to get back to where Jeffrey Boucher was last year. Earlier leading the heat, had a little mishap there, though. What went wrong?
We lost a gear.
Lost a gear. It's always a bummer. Nothing you can go back there and just pretty quick, I guess, get fixed and come out here to the main event and storm back up through the field.
It ain't nothing. A couple hours wouldn't take it.
I hear you, brother. It's everybody that helps you out with the race car.
Ooh, man, Ken's Heating and Air, Eagle 12, Hicks and Son, Trey Maxwell, J&J, Ronnie Val Trucking, Brent Robertson Trucking.
How many is this on the year? 6?
No, it's only 4.
Only 4, but hey, you're on your way, man. Car's looking really good. Congratulations on another victory here in Vivian.
Thank you.
Jeffrey Boucher from Sorrento, Louisiana. Tommy Turner, 20 laps, lights are out. Jeff Lewis smashes the loud pedal. We're underway here at Ark-La-Tex. In your final main event of the night. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 on the opening circuit of this one. The 4 wide there for the 5th, 6th, 7th spots. And look at Turnage getting a big run down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Steve Turnage rolling right to the bottom of the racetrack off of 4. Going to go side by side for the race lead. Jeff Lewis leads lap 1. Jeff Lewis going to lead lap number 1 here at Ark-La-Tex tonight. As a 3 wide back here, 4 wide for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th spots. And McKeegan going to fit to the outside of Turnage through 3 and 4. They're side by side for second. it continues. Jeff Lewis trying to get back into BSCU.org victory lane here in Vivian, Louisiana tonight. As he has finally been able to dispose of the 25 of Turner's now the 0, the hero. Bubba McKeecher, that's 3 wide for 4th. Down the back straightaway, Easton going to split the gap and get a nose ahead of the 48 of Black Cat, Chris Franks. Franks getting to the back of him just ever so slightly there off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Smooth Waters and a hell of a battle there as they're 4 wide down here at the bottom of the racetrack with Justin Whitehead. Whitehead trying to make some gains as Lewis continues to lead through 3 and 4. Off of 4, the 40 leads across the stripe. Whitehead just drove way to the top side of Ark-La-Tex, and he heads down the front boulevard of the 92. Easton just slipped up there off the exit as Cody turns 3 and 4. McKeecher looking to set his sights on the red decorator of the 40 of Jeff Lewis for the race lead. And the caution is out. And they'll smash back on the loud pedal. We're backing away here from Vivian, Louisiana. RaceOnTexas.com on demand. Into 1. They're going to go 4 wide back there for 5th, 6th, 7th. Into 1 and 2. Doug Vick Jr. on the outside of Smooth Waters there for the 5th spot. Down the back straightaway, east into the 59. Just shot out of the cannon into turn number 3. Steve Turnage having a career run here in Vivian, Louisiana tonight as well. As Whitehead trying to carve his way to the front. As he and Hartsoe look like they were about to nearly make contact there as they entered turn number 1. That did not happen. As Whitehead has stormed his way in that 92 car driving for Andrew Rossum tonight. Off of 4. Lewis continues to lead after the restart with 11 laps to go. 9 scored here in Vivian. Whitehead is working the hub, and he's working it well. He's up the 5th in car number 92. Steve Turner is sinking like an anchor all of a sudden in the 25. Steve has been very impressive. Came up there and battled for the race lead on the opening laps of this event. As now Stormy is directing traffic, and here comes Whitehead. He'll dive it to the inside, and he'll get 2 for the price of 1. He's got something working right around the bottom. Oh, that's that Chris Hennigan line. Through 3 and 4, Whitehead's got it storming now around the hub of the racetrack. He'll drift up to the outside and look to cross. Oh, in contact with Vic Jr. Easton. And Easton's going to go for a ride, and he'll save it. What a save for Kerry Easton. Easton will save it and look to still hold on to it. And dispose of the 4, Vic Jr. not able to do so. Whitehead, it's just a matter of time before he strikes. There's 9 remaining here in Vivian, Louisiana, your factory stock and final race of the night. As Whitehead has closed in on the top 2, showing what he is made of tonight, if you didn't already know what he was made of. He can literally wheel anything with 4 tires, as the Nightmare Michael Knighton has a nightmare of his own in the 96. The Styles Automotive entry out of Keithville, Louisiana comes to a halt. Facing the Justin's got that car digging right now. We're about to find out if he's able to get. Oh, he's gone to 2nd now. Maybe. McKeecher going to hold the foot to the floorboard. And here comes Whitehead to the inside for the race lead. He sees that outside line still wide open. Jeff Lewis going to power the throttle into turn number 3. He's got it on the mat. In the 3, Whitehead around the hub. Oh, and a big push that time. He'll get on the brakes, show some respect to the 40, and Jeff Lewis continues to lead. McKeecher going to fit it to the outside, and Whitehead making a show of it. He'll dive it back to the bottom in the 1 and 2. And he'll slide up in front of Jeff Lewis, and Lewis will not be able to turn down the climb. They go 3 wide for the race lead. In the 3, McKeecher right around the bottom of the hub. Lewis going to throw the slider right in front of the 0. Oh, and they make contact. Lewis hard into the wall. And Justin Whitehead straightens it back out. McKeecher go up the racetrack, and he clips Whitehead in the 92. So the caution is out, and Jeff Lewis is going to end it on the front. Hungry Hounds behind the 59 of Kerry Eason. Who is going to be the lucky one tonight to cash in on this factory stock victory and get some confidence for the big $5,000 to win next weekend in Corley? The lights are out. They're 4 wide. Right here for 4th, 5th, 6th on the restart. And they're going to go 5 wide into 1 and 2.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Andrew Hartsoe Jr., the 42.
Derek Daniel get in there and fight for 3rd.
D-Rock. Derek Daniel. Here comes Smooth Waters to 3rd on the outside of the racetrack through 3 and off of turn number 4. Doug Vick Jr. to the right 2nd. Smooth to 3rd. Timothy Holt in 4th on nose ahead of the 28 of D-Rock. Derek Daniel there, and they're still 3 wide for 5th. Little John Tuggle trying to iron that 175 out and get into the mix as well. Here comes Aaron Green in 87. Right now,
4 fingers and a thumb.
Easton's got that car hung out way high wide there off of 4, but letting it eat like a big dog down the front straightaway. Looking to hold on for the final 5 here in Vivian, Louisiana tonight for his first ever factory stock main event win here at Ark-La-Tex. But he's got the 5-time Ark-La-Tex Speedway factory stock track champion nipping at his heels. And Vic Jr. is hungry for a victory here at his home racetrack. Won that 1,000-win Pro Mod Special here a few weeks ago. Easton knows it. He feels the pressure right now. Later, Kyle. I'll holler at you later, bud. As Vic Jr. going to try to the inside as Easton got very loose there off the exit of the corner in 59. Back into 1. Just a matter of time. Oh, it's smooth water, not so smooth. He'll go over the top of turn number 2. He got all the way to the back bumper to the 4. Vic Jr. kind of got squeezed there. As Vic Jr. is going to make a race of it. Just wait. Here he comes. He's going to throw it into the bottom of 1 and 2 to the inside of Easton and give him some pressure now. And Easton's going to smash the loud pedal and separate himself by about 3 car lengths, I'd imagine, as he approaches turn number 3. About 2 car lengths. This time by. The white flag's going to wave. Vic Jr. had to throw it down there and see if it stuck to know what he's got here on the final lap. But give him through 3 and 4. He's going to pull all the way to the 59 if he can, and he's going to throw it to the bottom in the 3 and 4. Watch it, race fans. Here it comes. Here comes Vic Jr. He's going to dive it to the bottom in the turns 3 and 4. Through 3 and 4, Easton's over the hump. Vic Jr. to the checkers. They're going to drag race to the line, and Easton still wins it by half of a nose. What an absolute barn burner here tonight at Ark-La-Tex.
What a finish, huh? Jeez.
What an absolute barn burner tonight. If you don't like what you just saw, you do not like dirt track racing. What a finish here at Ark-La-Tex in your final race of the night. I knew it was coming. Vic Jr. was going to throw it to the bottom of 3 and 4. He had to throw it into 1 and 2 to see what he had down there, to see it to head out. We certainly appreciate y'all choosing Ark-La-Tex Speedway as your official racing destination. But I encourage you to hang out for just a minute to give this driver a big round of applause, or even the top 2, because they deserve it. You know, they waited all night to put on this show for you folks, and man, that was a great race. Dude, hey, that was a hell of a race. That was good. Dude, that was awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And he's getting ready to climb out of this PTS-powered Wild Child race car, Elliott Incorporated Superior Graphics wrap number 59 from Forest Hill, Louisiana. It's Kerry Easton in 59. How about it, Kerry? You finally get your first one at Ark-La-Tex, and man, you had to earn it. Goodness gracious, what a race.
Yeah, I knew they was back there. I almost lost it on the last turn there. Shield was fogging up, so it almost got me.
I was about to say, you know, Jeff Lewis leads the first 13, and then you inherit the race lead after the top 3 fall out, but you were in the mix the entire race, right inside of the top 5. What were you thinking when you got the lead from that point on? I mean, you're thinking, I just got to hit every turn, hit my marks, and not make a mistake.
I was thinking, how long is this going to last? I felt them behind me. I knew they was coming.
How much does this mean to you to finally get a victory here? I mean, it's your first ever win?
No, it's my first win this year. I haven't raced. Last year was my first year back. Right. But to win here, it means a lot.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, it was a great race. When you slipped up there in 3 and 4, you were thinking, I can't be denied. You smashed that John McLemore PTS power to the floor, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I thought, I knew. I was like, golly, I missed it on the last lap.
Anytime this guy right here is nipping at your heels too, man. I tell you, he threw it to the bottom of you there on the white flat, or on the previous lap with 2 to go to see if it stuck down there, and I was waiting on him to throw it down there to 3 and 4. Were you expecting him to do the same?
Yeah, I know. He was there. Every turn I seen him coming underneath me, so I knew he was there, and he run me good. So good race to him, and I'm happy to finally get a win.
I tell you, it was very exciting, man, and I'm proud to see you here in Victory Lane. I know you work hard at this stuff. You got a great looking car for 2017. Tell us everybody that helps you out.
Thank you. I want to thank Ricky Elliott. Without him, I wouldn't even be here. Wild Child chassis, Superior Graphic. PTS engines. Don't let that helmet shield fog up anymore on the final lap coming through 3 and 4. All right, man.
Kerry Easton, ladies and gentlemen, give him a big round of applause because his first ever win here in Vivian. The 5-time track champ, Vic, we got to talk about this one for a minute. Wow, that's all I can say, man. I mean, after that crazy mishap on the front straightaway with Whitehead, Jeff Lewis falling out of the race, and McEachern too, I mean, you had to have been licking your chops there. You dove it to the bottom there on the second to last lap, see what it had there in 1 and 2, and I think he didn't like it, so you're going to try it in 3 and 4, man. I thought you really had it. Boy, he just got you by half of a cat's whisker.
I didn't think it was going to work. I just had to try something. It's not usually too good on the bottom, but tonight that's the best the car's been in a while, and we've got a brand new one ready, or should be ready for next week, and I kind of don't want to get out of it now.
You might not. I mean, hey, the thing is, you know, you can bring that thing to practice or whatever on Thursday or Friday and see which one is better.
It'll be there for sure. Somebody's going to drive it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's a lot of candidates out there, but I'll leave that up to you. That has to be a lot of fun, though, man. I mean, that's what this is all about. You drag race to the line like that, and he win by about this much. That's good stuff.
That was a fun race. From start to finish, it was exciting.
Absolutely. You've had some close finishes here this year, whether it's with you and Andrew in a heat race or whatever. You've had some really close races this year.
Yeah, this year's been fun so far. We finally got everything worked out with this one because it hadn't been fast, but we figured out what the problem was, and just got one night too short, I guess.
Is there everybody that helps out on the race car for the RaceOnTexas.com cameras?
I thank my dad, my brother Wayne, Big Show Joe, Alan, Cameron, Hank, Randy, Stormy, and I got to thank my cousin Andy for loaning me this motor. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here.
Absolutely. Great run tonight, Doug. Thanks for a great show, my friend.
Thank you.
Vivian, Louisiana's Doug Nick Jr. comes home in second here tonight.